Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Eagles offense takes the field for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Chester. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. The short hands. It's Metcalf. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to barge in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field.
Hold.
That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Arkansas State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Burris. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Summers. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Red Wolves line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Red Wolves back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Running into the open space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball in plus territory, 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 84 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
The Golden Eagles will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense comes up with the sacks, and this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
They boot it away on fourth down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Chester. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Rayner. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Chester. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, when you're running the crow route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking for a gap. It's Briggs. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. He leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And that extra point carries some significance. Now a field goal just ties the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To the air, it's Rayner. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Caught over the middle, it's Burris.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Red Wolves in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Burris. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Off play action on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Braxton. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.